You really thought I was joking about milking this time lapse? No, I lost the whole week to this thing. I'm at least getting 2 videos out of it. So, again from the top, this is Telu from my manga Mortal Angels. He's the main character for the one shot that I made. Where in the far future, the children of Adam and Eve are empowered by God and fight demons. Enough said, you should probably check it out. It's on Global Comixs again, and you can get a physical copy as well on Amazon. Yeah, I know. Why is it back on Global Comixs? Why did you delete it in the first place? Well, I took bad advice. So I'm not going to do that again, and I'm working on making sure I don't do that again. But the point is, it's back now. Go tell your friends. It's free to read again, and then if you guys want to support, you can get a physical copy, or you can just donate to my Patreon. Both work well for me. Now, I didn't really go into big details about the art itself last time, so I'll walk you through this one. This poster is basically promo art, and I wanted to capture the feel of the manga. With it being a futuristic manga, I wanted to keep that element of sci-fi and merge it with dark horror. This really took me a few tries because I usually hate doing splash art. It's not hard once I finally get going on it, but the amount of times it takes for me to settle on design is just atrocious. For example, I'm always thinking, how big is it going to be? How many characters is it going to have? Does it have to represent the themes of the whole story, or is it representing the themes of an arc? Is it just representing the mental state of a character? I have to fight so hard to justify what I'm actually trying to do that it is a pain. But making the thing cool is easy for me to do. It's just justifying why the thing is the thing that usually holds me back in this process. I could elaborate more, but I'm sure some of you already get it, so it's good enough for me. You guys are artists. You guys know what I'm talking about when it comes to dealing with how you want to make your characters, or how you want to make them pose or stand or move around. You guys get it. But this video exists, so of course I figured it out. For the robots, I was inspired by some Android action figures that I found online. I found it last year when I was making the manga because I wanted to have a feel of how I wanted the androids to feel, because it is a sci-fi manga, so of course you're going to have androids, you're going to have robots. I wanted to get like a good basis down. I'm not really used to drawing machines and everything, at least when I started, and I wanted to, get some inspiration and find something. I wasn't enjoying the art so much that I was finding on Pinterest. I needed something simpler. So I found, toys are like the best starting ground for getting inspiration for simple character designs. I did not realize it. It was from Blame by Tsutomu Nihei that it makes so much sense why I wanted to spend so much money when I first saw it. Because it was like $120 at the time. And I was like, this is a lot, but I really like this action figure, and I don't know why. But now I do, because it was made by Tsutomu Nihei, and it was from Blame. Oh man, it's so cool. Like, hang on, let me show you guys. This is it. You can find it on Amazon right now. Like, this toy is awesome. They got a male version, they got a female version, and then they have the silicone creatures. I want to say silicone safeguards. That's what they are. So yeah, definitely check that out. If you guys like Blame, it's cool to have some action figures. I'm definitely going to get one eventually. I need to find space for it. As for the demon hands, I still hadn't landed on a true concept of what I want normal demons to look like, so I kept them pretty vague but still menacing. The next one-shot, Black Tide, will have a lot of them, so if you follow my socials, you'll start seeing a lot more demon art soon. But for now, it's just me doing random stuff on there just to get back into the groove of posting. As for Telu himself, I wanted to give him the look of someone who's getting pulled down into the dark waters, or maybe he's rising out of the water. And in truth, it could go either way. And I love that it worked out that way. I didn't plan it to, but it looks great. As for the coloring, I'm using some digital Copic markers. I found them on the Clip Asset store. I don't remember where I got them from, but I remember them being free, and that worked wonders for me. But if you want to know, just ask me on any of my socials, and I'll backtrack and find the person I got it from. I'll just post it everywhere for you guys to download the link as well. For the technique of using Copic markers, I learned that it's best to do colors of different values in separate areas and then merge them together. And then you add colors on top of it, or just hit it with an eraser. Different techniques for different lighting and different effects. It all depends on what you want. It's best to look at YouTube videos of people doing time lapses with Copic marker art, and that way you guys will get the feel of it. A good person that I was watching was Vodo? I want to say Vodo. I'll show you guys this picture, but they were great, and they taught me a lot about how to use physical Copic markers so I was able to emulate that with digital ones. Oh, and quick tip, if you're doing this digitally and you're not doing this on pencil and paper, make sure that each section is like different layers. Like you don't want to do your whole process all in one layer, because it will drive you crazy when you make a mistake and you erase a section that you got perfectly done. And you just don't want that. You don't want that stress. It is not something that you want. Unless you're just perfect and making mistakes is not a problem for you. So flex some skills and don't listen to what I'm saying. But for everyone else, definitely put it on different layers. Like save yourself the hassle and put it on different layers. After that, I went with some dark reds and pinks for the demon hands, just to give it a bit of shine, a little color. And I used the original reference art I made for Taylor to do his hair and his clothes. And for the robots, I used the combinations of greens, grays, and yellows. You blend it in, you mix it, light painting and coloring with the digital coloring markers, and then it's easier to blend it together. You guys see it in the time lapse. And I couldn't show you like the original like recorded video that I had because I was using OBS Studio, and just the size of my file alone on Clip Studio Paint was just breaking my PC. So a lot of the times I had like giant gaps of just missing footage because I had to shut my computer off. Prayed that my Clip Studio Paint file saved, and then that way I can just get back to working on it again, because I needed all the time I could get on this project. Like it took me 13 hours to get this done, and I had to spread that across 5 different days. No, 6 days. Can't do math today. But it was fun doing this. I had a lot of fun. It was stressing me out the whole time I was doing it, but I loved it the whole time. Definitely worth the 7 seconds of spotlight it got in the YouTube trailer reel. You guys should definitely check that out. I put a lot of work into it, as well as the main trailer for the manga. So there's 2 of them. If you guys like, subscribe, and leave comments on there. I like feedback. I like to hear what you guys want to say or what you guys think about it. That would be awesome. It will be another video about something else next time. I'm done making this one. I'm going to go back and finish the magic system one that I promised I was going to do. And did I promise I was going to do that? Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm doing magic systems next. I'm SoulArts1702, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, by the way, this and the cover of my Mortal Angels manga are both available on Displate for you all to get. So Displate metal covers are so cool, and I love Displate for sponsoring this. Seriously, they are on the Displate store. You should check them out. Peace.